Getting ready to make some organic beef chili. I have my organic grass-fed beef here. I'm just gonna let you see all the ingredients. All of this, yes, for the chili, because I make a big pot and I freeze it so that it'll last a long time. So, get everything set out, ready to make the chili. Now I'm going to put the ground beef in this pan, and then I will saute my vegetables in this pan. You can actually just do the ground beef and put the vegetables in, but you don't have to do it that way. Normally, I will do this recipe with ground turkey, but I decided to switch it up, so I'm using organic grass-fed ground beef to see. I want to see if it will affect. I have arthritis, so I want to see if I see a difference between the pain and inflammation in my body. When I don't eat a lot of beef or any pork, I noticed a difference. I now have my grass-fed organic ground beef in the pan cooking, and I did place a little bit of these seasonings here on the meat. You don't have to do that. You can season it when it's brown. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to let that cook down and brown, and then I will start sauteing my vegetables in the big pot where the chili is going to be mixed in. Now we will saute the vegetables. In this bag, I've already prepped and chopped 4 whole yellow onions. You can use the medium size onions. You can use a large size, a small size, and 2 mediums. It's not gonna matter all that much. Also have 1 whole red pepper. I've also chopped a whole clove of garlic is in this mixture, and 1 whole bell pepper. Getting ready to put these in a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna saute them in this pan right here. We're still working on browning that ground beef. I have now placed the vegetables in the large pan here, and I'm sauteing them, and they're gonna saute until they're somewhat done, and then we'll take the ground beef mixture here, still working on getting it brown, and we will place it in with the sauteed vegetables. I have placed the tri-bean blend, 3 of these actually, in this colander here, along with 1 can of pinto beans. Now you can select the beans that you like to your taste, but I have a tendency to use beans such as pinto, red kidney. I usually get the bright red kidney, but I'm trying the dark red kidney this time, and the black beans. That's usually the bean mixture that I use. So I've drained and I've rinsed those in a colander, and they're just sitting here waiting to be mixed in with the ground beef and the sauteed vegetable mixture. I've got the meat mixed together. I'm getting ready to place 4 whole tomatoes cut and diced in there. So that goes in. Got that in there. Now we're going to place the beans in there. Give me a second. So this is 4 cans of beans, but if I feel like I don't have enough beans, I'm going to add more. So I'm going to stir this in along with the chili powder. I'm going to place in the can of tomato sauce. I'm going to put in a can of tomato paste. I may do more or less depending on the consistency. I will let you know. And I'm going to put in, probably start with 4 or 5 packs of this chili seasoning mix. And then I will add some more key ingredients that I have out here just to give it some flavor. You just have to taste as you go. I'm also going to add some beef bone broth. I've decided to rinse 2 more cans of beans, so of the tri blend. So I'm going to add 2 more. I do have 3 on reserve in case I need those. And I'm also gonna add in, we'll start with 2 cans of stewed tomatoes as well. So here's what it's looking like, guys. I decided to just add 1 can of the stewed tomatoes since I had the 4 freshly chopped tomatoes in here. I put in 5 packs of the chili powder seasoning. And I'm gonna go with this just to see how it turns out. But it just depends on your taste. If you like a meatier chili, you wanna go with more meat, you can do more than 6 pounds of meat. But I decided I can't hardly see my beans, so I'm gonna add 1 more can of beans rinsed in here in this mixture, and we'll see how it turns out. This mixture will need to simmer for about at least 2 hours, possibly longer. The chili has been simmering. Here's what the final project is looking like, guys. And I'm gonna still keep it on simmer until it's time to eat. Okay. So you wanna give it a taste just to make sure it's to your satisfaction. And you have to spice it according to your taste. Now I ended up putting 8 cans of beans in total. I didn't put the 9th can in yet, so you have to put your beans in according to how many beans you like. If you like more beans, put in more beans, but I put in 8 cans. I also did add about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And here's the final project. It looks like it has simmered down pretty good. And I'm gonna just keep it simmering for a little longer. The best chili is when you let it simmer for hours, of course. This has been simmering about, I want to say about 2 hours. So 2 hours minimum. Of course, you can also do this recipe in the crock pot, okay? So here's what the final project looks like. Like I said, depending on your taste, you can add more meat, less meat, more beans or less beans, depending on your taste buds. And I don't like to go heavy with my beans, but I may put that last can in here. I may not. I'm just gonna let hubby come home and try it out and see what he thinks, and we're gonna go from there.